So here we are. We just got to the ranch. This is our friend lives over here. This is a 1,000-acre cattle ranch over off the California coast off of Highway 1. It's in between Highway 1 and the ocean. We're gonna go pick up a 72 Chevy. Used to be a really nice truck. Was a no rust truck when it was in Bakersfield. When he moved over here, it started rusting away. We've been trying to save it for like 10 years. You can see there's highway, you can't really see it, but Highway 1's right there. We're on the west side of it. So we're cruising up the road. We're about to see two trucks. One's a 72 Chevy. It's a long bed, 8 lug, 3/4 ton. It's got a 4-speed 350 and the factory rear locker. The body's pretty much rusted away. We've got a cab and a bed and a front clip to pretty much replace all of it. So we're just trying to get the whole truck. And then he's also got a 76 truck he bought for parts, which basically I'm just going to get it for the axles and the transfer case and stuff. Sell off whatever we don't use. Going up the hill and to see the trucks here in a minute. Trying to save this thing for 10 years. He finally cracked, finally selling it. So trying to save another one. We've got 2 trailers. Been trying to get all of it at once, so we'll see how it goes. See the ocean out there. So this ranch goes all the way to the ocean. It actually has its own private beach, which is kind of crazy. They built steps into the rock face, and there's like maybe like a, I don't know how, 600 or 800 foot stretch of sandy beach, just like a little cove. So it's pretty neat. It's actually over here is where I proposed to my wife, and we come over here quite a bit. So it's pretty cool place. But, see, they got their neat shop over there. Those are actually brand new shops. They look rusty. They have that patina look. They did it on purpose. It's pretty nice. Unfortunately, the truck's not in the shop. It's outside rusting away. So we'll see it here in a second. It's always a good day when you're buying old Chevys. It's always a good day. Doesn't matter how rusty they are. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna park, and then we'll look at the trucks. Be right back. Yeah, Max showed up in the truck there at 7, and then 7:30 they went down to the pond location. He's been back here a while. It's a manual truck. Used to be nice. It's what the salt will do. Kind of a cool option truck. It's been back here a long time. It's been back here a long time. Nice running good truck. Now you can come forward. She's rusty and crusty. There you go. There she goes. Alright. There it goes. Alright, you got it. Power steering. Turn it harder. I'm trying, man. What's that? This is the fastest truck moved in a long time. Fishing's been a lot better.
Tailgate never got black.
No, fishing's been a lot better down there. Well, like it used to be. And we're out of here. Got all the junk loaded up. I got the 76, 72 truck. We're heading home. All the rust flying off everywhere. Wish we lived over here. It's way nicer. Alright guys, so we're back in the shop. We got back from the coast. We picked up a 72 Chevy 3/4 ton, 76 Chevy 3/4 ton roller, and a cab. So I'm gonna go show you guys that, and we'll go check out all the rust, because there's a lot of it. A lot of rust. So here's the truck we went to the coast to get. It's nice and rusty. That tailgate was from something else. One I had laying around just for waiting for the right truck. This is it. Bed's pretty decent. Frame and axle, drivetrain's all good. The cab and front clip are toasted. It's like I mean, I live in California, so this is like rust that I never see. It's kind of crazy. But luckily, I got another cab. I'll show you guys that. That's all going away. This is the inside of it. Used to be really nice truck. We remember it when it was. That was the whole point in saving it. These are kind of a funky steering wheel. But it does have a factory auxiliary tank, which is kind of cool. I mean, obviously it's rusted and trashed and everything else. It's under here. It's one of the ones that mounted to the bed. And it's actually on the sticker itself. It used to have a, you can see the filler right there. They moved it. It used to be up there at the top. They moved it because they used to run this truck off propane. So it had two propane tanks. Actually ruined the dang fender wells. They beat them in, and they had a propane tank here and one here. And they drilled holes in the bed. That's where their hoses came up. Used to run it off propane. This truck used to haul cattle for a ranch and haul cattle to the auction. That's why it's got a big old plate for a gooseneck hitch in the back. But yeah, like I said, this cab's going away. We'll check out the inside a little more. Manual, MP205, 350. We got it running. I'll show you a video of that. And then here's the sticker there. So it does have the no spin rear axle, which is cool. Like I said, manual 4-speed, nothing crazy. Nothing too fancy. And if you do see right here, auxiliary fuel tank, which I thought is cool. Because normally that's like a dealer added option, but this one is a straight from the factory, so that was pretty neat. Shop's a mess. We've been going through the brakes. Everything's been froze up, so going through the front end, rear end, did all the fluids, seals, packed the wheel bearings. Actually put new wheel bearings in, packed them. New brake lines. Stole the lift kit from the short bed that we're messing with, just because we figure we're going to focus on this truck, get it running, and then we'll come back to this, because this is more of a fancy frame up, a lot of LS swap, a lot more times. We're trying to get this one running. We did get it running, even though I pulled the carb off because I was messing with it, but it did run, and we drove it down the street, but the brakes were locking up. So we're going to swap the cab, swap the front clip, get it running, and drive around. Throw a little 4-inch lift on it. And the tire, we got some tires and wheels over here. Just some 35s we had. So it should look pretty good. There it is in all its rusted glory. But we'll bring it back to life. It should be good. It'll be fun. It's not going to look like this one, but I got my tape on there. Those aftermarket grills scratch so easy. Every time I do anything, I put tape on it, because otherwise I scratch the crap out of it. Actually, not to go on a rant, but I actually just threw a new steering wheel on that my cousin got me. So it looks pretty good. Threw it on there. I had like a 90s Chevy wheel on there, which looked cool too. I bought it a long time ago and threw it on there. So this one looks good. I actually see the gauges better with it in the tack, and looks clean, matches. So anyways, yeah, this is the big old rusty thing we bought, so should be up in no time. So here's the cab that's going to replace that rusty one from a 69 Chevy. It's pretty solid. All the glass in it's good. This door's really good. The other door has a couple dents, but still solid. It's got some dents right in the middle. Kind of a cool truck. It's a super low option truck. Doesn't even have the armrest. No radio. It's got the radio delete plate. It was a California truck. Like a California, well, I'm in California, but a California, like a state truck. It just has no options. They didn't even have gauges. They added the gauges down there. It was a running truck a few months ago. Actually, a really cool truck. It was a short bed, 4-wheel drive. The guy's rebuilding it with a fancier cab. It was a super cool truck. So, as you can see, the build sheet on it is like nothing. I mean, it did have a, was a manual 4-speed. And I did have the posi track rear axle, which is cool. They wrote on there the paint code for their whatever California yellow it was, but this is it. Should be a good start for replacing that Swiss cheese cab over there. Go ahead. Hey guys, keep in mind this thing hasn't ran in 15 years, maybe 20 years, so it's pretty crazy. We put some Marlboro Mystery Oil in it, got it fired up as you can see, and now he's driving it down the street.
Yeah, I know.
So here he goes. The brakes are locking up a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
It's running.
That's screeching, you can hear it. It's all right, we'll fix it.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope it wasn't too boring. I'm new to the whole YouTube thing, trying to figure out the editing and stuff, but we got a lot of stuff going on. Stuff with this truck, stuff with the rusty truck. I got a couple square bodies and a really rusty 72 Blazer that hopefully I'll get to at some point. So a lot of cool stuff going on. Always buying and selling stuff and trying to keep up with everything that's going on. So hope everybody's doing good. Thank you.